Hello guys, it's that random dude, and today I will be showing you guys how to set up and install the NullDC Emulator on your PSP. But before we start guys, there's two things I want to say. So one, shout out time to Ayorta for subscribing to me. He's a friend of mine and he's a really cool guy. You guys should check him out, and you guys should subscribe to me, it will definitely help. And a quick disclaimer about this emulator. A lot of the games you want to play on it, they're not going to work too well, because really all this is just proof of concept. You know, Dreamcast running on the PSP, it will never happen at full speed, sadly. The PSP just doesn't have enough power to run Dreamcast full speed. If you want Dreamcast on the go, I'd say either use Android or the PS Vita. So yeah, but with that said, let's start the video. So you are going to need a BIOS for this, so I'll quickly show you guys where to put it. The link to that will be in the description along with the actual game itself. It's on the Internet Archive, I think, for the app. But I'll quickly go to my PS Vita file browser, so I'll see you guys there. Okay, so here I am at the NullDC folder. Just quick guys, you want to put your NullDC app into the PSP game folder, by the way, so make sure you guys, just so you guys know. So here we have data and disks, so you want to put your BIOS right in the data folder. Now I think you're going to need DC boot, DC flash and DC NVMem. I think those all come in the BIOS file, but yeah. And your ROMs, you want to put them here. So I use .gdi files. CDI files might work, but for the sake of this video, I'll just stick with GDI. So I've got a couple games here, and yeah, sorry about that guys. My throat's acting up a bit, but yeah, and you got your VMUs here, or your memory cards. So I'll see you guys back on the XMB. Okay, so once you've put your BIOS folder, your BIOS files, and your game of choice in their respective folders, you can now start the application. Shouldn't take too long, but of course it's depending on your memory stick. So here we are. So I've got 3 games here: Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Project Justice, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. I tried getting Street Fighter 3 Third Strike working, but the game soft locked when I was trying to load into a fight, so that's fun. But for this video, I'll try out Project Justice. So here we got your settings here, and some of these settings, they might soft lock your game, or at least it did for me in my experience. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave these settings as it is. If you guys want, you can just, you know, change up the settings a bit, but I'm going to leave them as is. And once you are ready, you just press start to launch your game, and it should load up in due time. So GDI files are quite big, by the way, they're like 1 GB, and even the startup kind of lags a bit, so let me just skip that. Now this is the part guys where it might take a really long time to load, so I might just speed up some of this. I might just speed up some of the video, so yeah. Okay, so here we are. It's finally loaded into the game now. So there are of course a lot of loading segments. So yeah, and yeah. Okay, so it's finally actually loading into the game now. Still running awfully, but what do you expect? It's Dreamcast on the PSP. And yeah, so yep, there's Project Justice, alright. And it will finally load up into the game. So here we are. Now, also there's a lot of graphical glitches as well, as you guys can probably see. But I mean, the rendering isn't too bad, but it's far from perfect. So let me just load into a match so you guys can see how the game actually plays. And of course, guys, you can use your your memory cards. So you will be able to save your games, by the way. So that's quite useful. Also, guys, if you press select, you can change the emulator's aspect ratio. So you can have it like this, like I would recommend it like that, or you can just have it like that, or yeah, there's all sorts of aspect ratios. So yeah, but I'll just stick to the original or just the full screen, because those are the best. So you just pick this guy. It doesn't even matter who I pick, as long as I just gets the job done. Alright. Oh, also guys, there's no sound on this emulator, so that's another thing, guys, I almost forgot to mention. There is no sound, unfortunately, so yeah, that's fun, isn't it? Although really, that is kind of a blessing in disguise, because the sound would have been god awful anyway, so yeah, doesn't really make a big difference. But now I'm loading into the match. Right, likewise, like always, there's the graphical glitches. Hideo versus Kyosuke. But I must give credit where credit's due, and like I must say the rendering on this emulator is pretty good, considering that, you know, it's very WIP, I guess. It's pretty much just a proof of concept. It's not really something you'd seriously use, unlike Dream on Android. This is purely just to see what the PSP can do. Right. And it's loading up into the fight. Might take a little while, guys, but yeah. Don't know why there's a pink and blue there. It's a bit weird. Right, so here we are. Now yeah, as you expect, it's very laggy, very glitchy. But yeah, let's just try and, like, I don't know, do some special moves or something. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, there's tons of graphical glitches. It's very, I mean, it's cool to see, I guess, running on the PSP, but it's just, nah. But yeah, like, this is just really laggy, very glitchy, and there's not exactly much fun to play on. And of course, the character models are just disappearing and reappearing. It's all very glitchy, but yeah. But if you guys want to exit the emulator, you can just simply press the PlayStation button here and exit. So, what do I think of this emulator? It's cool to see on PSP, but honestly, you're going to have no luck seriously playing games on it. Like, you're much better off just whipping out an Android phone and playing Dreamcast games on that, or just using your PS Vita. But with that, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.